Welcome back to Signal versus Noise, where we break down unusual options activity and ask the question that every trader should be asking. Does the tape contain real information, or are traders simply paying for excitement? At the end of this video, let us know what you think. Is it signal versus noise? What do you think about Jermal's trade idea? Today's ticker, Jermal, is Meta. One of the most important earning reports left in mega cap tech. Meta sits at a $1.75 trillion market cap. It is one of the core engines of digital advertising, and it's a central player now in the artificial intelligence race through its recommendation engines, AI targeting, and Meta AI. The stock currently trading around 672, below the 52-week high of 796, and still above last year's lows. Key date coming up, April 29th. Earnings are due after the close, but before that, just today, we've seen some aggressive upside call buying. Jermal, walk us through the trades.
Meta is one of those names that obviously is big in the market, as you mentioned, but even more importantly, it's a Mag 7. And what has kind of underperformed throughout this year have been the Mag 7 names. And it would seem to me that somebody is trying to get long Meta into this sort of downtrend that is on the way back more recently. This one is interesting, Chris. So if we look at the trade, it literally just went up a little while ago. Now, again, Meta is one of the trades, a lot of volume throughout the day. And we're looking at a 2,500 lot trade that went up on the 690 strike, where they paid over, for 2,500 contracts, they paid 33.60. This is through the ask. This lets you know that this is a facilitation trade that went up on a bank desk and went out to prop firms. And you can see it's a $8.4 million trade, as you mentioned, 2,500 contracts, about 10,000 in volume on the day. Now, this is one that went up fairly recently as of this recording, so we're not sure how this will stick in open interest or not. But nevertheless, if we just examine this as a singular trade, somebody, a facilitation desk is willing to pay through the ask to get exposure to Meta. And as I've said, right now, in this market that seems to be experiencing some de-escalation from the Iran war, we've seen oil fade and we've seen markets, of course, bounce back. None more than the NASDAQ, and Meta being one of those names seems like they're playing catch up on the Mag 7 name. So I find this interesting just from the outside looking in, a name that 2,500 contracts goes up where they're starting to get aggressive in buying the Mag 7 names. And again, this is in June. This is after earnings. So they want to participate in earnings. And again, we don't know if they might have hedged this. Let's just assume they did it outright. They want to participate in earnings and they want to participate in some upside here. So I find this a fascinating trade.
I mean, if a stock tends to move more than the options or pricing, traders may be willing to get long premium because they view it as attractive. Right now, Jermal, as we're thinking about this upcoming earnings report for Meta, the current implied move through next week is about 6.7%. Is recent history a better guide? Q4 25, shares were up 10.4% after earnings. Q3 25, down 9% because of a one-time tax charge. Q2, stock was up 12%. Q1 last year, shares were up 5. So right now, I could see a trader piling into this simply because they think that the market's going to move more than what it's being priced, and the chances are that it's going to continue with this upside momentum. I see the bullish framework here when I'm thinking about the trade. Does it stand out to you that there is likewise a second trade that went through today, but that one's focused on the April 27th 690 calls? I can't help but note that can't be an earnings trade because Meta reports 2 days later.
Yeah, right. That one is a little bit prior to earnings and a little bit smaller trade too, about 870,000. I mean, this one piqued my interest because it's 8.4 million. There's a lot of premium in this one. And look, as an options trader, I mean, I try to play pot odds. And so the last earnings, you can see right here on the chart in October, the end of October, I mean, Meta got hit hard on earnings there. Maybe this time around could be different. Who knows? So I think that's what people are thinking as well. And again, we're coming out of this real lull period in the markets. And the first thing that I feel like what we've been seeing a lot of buying in and a lot of accumulation in has been the Mag 7 names. And Meta's on its lows. So why not take a shot here and get long some calls into the earnings, and you give yourself out to June to give yourself a chance. As a retail trader, obviously we're not trading 2,500 contracts, but maybe this is one where you try to do the same thing and turn it into a diagonal where you sell some near term upside premium. You could get long a call, say the 690, and then maybe sell a near term upside premium against it to sort of offset your cost basis. That's what I would do as a retail trader. But look, I like the idea of getting long Mag 7 names when the market is having a real resurgence here.
I mean, I think that's the key takeaway. You, like others, particularly for this meta call buyer, they're not waiting for earnings day. They're more than happy to pay for the movement now before the event, with the expectation that the current market can probably help drive the stock higher alone on repricing. And that isn't a bad idea per se. If I think it's signal versus noise, a little bit of signal there. Mega cap tech names with strong momentum and histories of major reactions to earnings releases. This feels like you have all the pieces in place for a nice little trade here. It's aggressive, to be clear. You don't just put out $8.4 million for no reason, but there's a thesis behind it, and there's a window with which it could react. Jermal, you say the diagonals here. Let's say someone didn't buy into this perspective for this trade. They wanted to fade this. You simply go out and sell the upside calls, or how would you approach this market if you're a bear?
If I'm a bear, I'm probably doing I can also do a diagonal. I can do a put diagonal, right? I can do a similar type of expressive, just the opposite side. I mean, for every trade, there's another trade. And so I would probably do a put diagonal as well. And you mentioned the aggression of this trade. I mean, again, it's a floor trade as marked here, and they're paying through the ask. Prop traders who took the other side of it feel like it's too aggressive too. They want to, anybody who would love to sell the ask at any given time, right? And so that's exactly what's happening here. While there's the facilitation bank desk that is looking to buy for their customer, prop firm traders are taking the other side and selling that offer. So they're selling that 3360. So they're finding ways to get bearish as well. For every one trade, there's another trade, as we know, right, Chris?
Chat, what do you think? Is this signal versus the noise? Does Jermal have it right? Should you be playing this through diagonals? Let us know in the comments below. Again, you've been watching Signal versus Noise. Like and subscribe for more videos. Thanks for watching Tasty Live.